out to hear him. Yeah, probably.
Alright, so like, what did you want to go over today? Also,
I was kind of thinking
do you want me to stream this or not? Like, it's up to you. I said, would you care if I like stream this or not? Because I'm thinking about maybe just streaming.
Sure, no.
You don't care?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, sweet.
What we go over, I was thinking, Eric, just maybe we went over what we went over last time. You probably remember
Yeah.
was just spawning and kind of beginning call-outs. And,
Yeah.
And you made note of maybe a next lesson, maybe more of an opening strat.
Mhm. So just you're trying to get pretty much opening strats and like just general strats throughout the game, pretty much. Okay.
Think of this map.
All right. Well, by the way, like I'm gonna still like give you like the same, or what I'm still gonna say what I normally would, even though it's streaming stuff. However, like just like with that whole like spawning stuff, just try and keep that, like I'm gonna keep that to a minimum for the majority of it. But I can still like, I mean, you guys know how everything works and whatever, so I can just tell you, like, I mean, you guys know, like I said, how everything works. So I'm just gonna go through and tell you the strats, and you'll understand why, I'm sure. And if you have any questions, let me know. Is that straight?
Oh, I need to give you a lead here, right?
Yes, sir. Heck. Nice.
Party size too large.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Man. I forgot. Damn. Alright. That sucks. No, not again. Alright.
The stream's fun to watch, Eric.
Yeah, you like it?
One team eight today in the flag game.
Dude, the Knicks are getting shit on right now. We're losing by 21 points.
Oh.
Not good.
Slayer.
Alright. So, obviously, what you guys want to go over is beginning strats now. The 4 starting songs are here, 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 and here. Obviously, that's pretty simple. And then vice versa across from there. So, like, just to start out, like, a lot of the times what we do on my team, like, we always say, like, just, even though it's just, like, a small thing, it is, like, an advantage at any given time. So, we always say, like, alright, when you spawn, shoot, like, the middle left person. Or, like, focus on, like, one of the guys in the middle who normally gets, like, trapped up in this shit, like, and just, like, moving. So, like, obviously, if depending on what game type it is, you might go different ways. Because there's, obviously, either sniper or rockets on some side of the maps, depending on which game type it is. So, but either way, like, if all 4 of you off the start of the spawn, just each take a shot at the one guy in the middle, you know. If one guy gets 2 shots off on him, then he's dead. So, you can just always think about it like that. Now, like, the other thing is, what you want to look at is now, like, where the weapons are. So, like, on CTF, in playlist, obviously, rockets are, like, all the way up here, on Patia. So, like, there's a few different things you can do, like obviously for routes you want to take, but the majority of the time, like a lot of people will say, like, I mean, when you're red team, by the way, guys, you're always spawning on this side, and when you're on blue team, you're always spawning on that side, like to start off. So like, depending on if it's CTF or Team Slayer, you can decide whether you want to go left or right, like in your head before the game even starts. So like, let's say it starts and it's CTF and you want to go, you're like a guy that goes for rockets. If you spawn, you'll be like, yo, like, no, alright, I'm going right. So then instantly, you can be holding your right joystick, like, to get pretty much a head start on it. And once you sprint all the way up here, like, you obviously just want to sprint. And then, like, if you meet up, I mean, it is a symmetrical map, so from there, it's either you and maybe another person that come up there together, and maybe you're a guy, you and your teammate working out that you go for rockets more often than he does, and he's the guy that supports you. Now, the other thing you could obviously do is, like, put a flanker into the equation, where like one of the guys comes here and sprints all the way to try left, and it's really hard for this guy to die unless he gets perfectly naded and stuff, and he can just come up try left and come up to the back and cause like pretty much a surprise on the rockets. So that's just like another good route to get rockets in TTF. But like I said, like that's all choreographed. Like obviously, in the beginning of a game, if you're going with randoms, like you just want to get rockets, the best way you can. So that's obviously sprinting. You can't really focus on any coordination when you're playing with random teammates. So don't really worry about that too much. Now, if you are playing CTF like that, then obviously evade is over here. So evade it is still pretty strong, but it's not always something like you need to go for. Now, let's say you were the guy you guys choreographed the flank up the tri left for rockets. It isn't a bad idea to come in and grab evade, and that just isn't. If you grab evade and instantly press X to the right, you just zoom right up the tri left, so you don't really lose any time because you're actually using evade. So it's actually just as long as if you sprinted. So don't feel wrong to grab that in CTF if there's no one obviously coming from the opposite end like giving you trouble. So then after that, the other spot is sniper. Now sniper like isn't really as important in the beginning of the game. So like it spawns right here, but a lot of people just leave it because everyone wants control of the rockets. Because obviously that gives you a better strategy. Now if you want to send your one guy on a sniper mission, that's not a bad idea. Like like I said, like depending on which side you're at, if you're blue and you spawn here, you can go right for the sniper. And just ways to really grab the sniper is just like the same thing as outside, just throw basic nades. But like also if you just play it safe more than like someone else would. Like let's say you waited here for an extra 2 seconds. Sometimes they're gonna throw the nades thinking that they're ready for it, and then you let them get comfortable and they don't see anyone there, and then by this time now they're looking right here and you can get the jump on them. So like obviously it might be a little bit annoying to get like the guy maybe go main ramp, but what you can do is a perfect like beginning strat, let's say for CTF, would be send the 2 guys up the back ramp for the rockets, send the 1 guy evade, and if there's no one on evade where Mike is, you and Mike can actually work together to kill the guy in sniper, and he can be the first guy to shoot the sniper, and he can tell you when to pop out. So it's not a bad idea always like coordination is always going to be the key to winning like any rotation for weapons, any starting strat really. So now if it's TS, it's obviously what you're seeing now is rockets are here, snipers S2, and there is no evade. So what you want to do for that obviously is normally send 2 people this way, just like outside when it's split on CTF, and a lot of the times like what you'll see, let's say on starting strats, is you'll just see 4 people instantly rush when it's TS, or 3 or 4 people instantly, normally 3, instantly rush this way. So if a bunch of your guys, just one of your guys, you say, let's say is an anchor, while the 2 guys rush door, he can easily put shots down and then watch from here. And this spot is literally impossible to nade if you're no shields, like right here from across the window. So you don't need to worry about anything like that. So you can just put shots down in. And then your 4th guy, what you want him to do is just come to snipe and just like hopefully get sniper. If there's no one battling him, obviously you can grab rockets. I mean you can grab sniper and help out the rocket guy. But if there's no one to help out, it's not a bad idea to just get top control. So but either way, like let's say he does have trouble. Now your guy in the window, let's say I know that alright, every single time John comes window and I'm gonna go sniper, so I could be like, yo John, this guy has 2, and just by saying John, he leaves the garage battle rather than just me saying S2, because he's not thinking like that. So like just having those like little coordinations with your teammates is like it's huge, and not even like pro teams really do that stuff. So like calling out names, and like I said, all you guys, like if you change your service tags to names, it's like a lot easier for you guys to recognize when you're getting called out. Now like the other thing is like so once you get sniper and stuff like that, and the rocket guy, now once let's say you get the double kill right here, like you guys can imagine what's gonna happen there. Let's say perfect case scenario, right? You got the rockets, right? You killed the two guys over here on their back wall. You got the sniper, and you killed a guy on their window, and one guy S2 also. So like obviously now think of where they're gonna spawn or whatever. So like when you're the rocket guy, like is it the best idea always to just be straight up textbook and pour it up? Like not necessarily the case, because I mean considering where they're gonna spawn, they're probably easily gonna be able to throw nades at you. So it's not even a bad idea to just wait a second till death screens disappear so they don't really know where you're going. And also just like take different approaches. Like the best idea, really in my opinion, is the tri-lift. Like I think that, like, I mean obviously then porting up one vent and having two different ways to go, you have a ton of options when you port up either one of these vents. So it's not bad, and also you keep it to close quarters with rockets. So it's always a good idea to just kind of push through the base like level red 2 or blue 2 and get a little head start up tri-lift and stuff. Because like I said, if you killed the two guys, big door, one guy in flag and one guy S2, you're pretty much clear to come up tri-lift and get an ambush going. So that's just like a mini starting strat spawn for TS. Obviously once you get rockets and CTF, it's a much bigger deal. You want to push onto the flag because you're going to get the 2 kills here. And let's say you do grab sniper on your guy does get sniper. He gets the guy in big door. Most likely they're probably gonna either come like evade or under their base, something like that, or bottom vent or radio even. So what you need to do from there obviously is just pretty much run the flag, evade. Hopefully no one spawns evade, and your rocket guy can just follow him, and that's an easy first cap. So I mean, like I said, those are all perfect scenarios. But besides that, if let's say it's TS now, and you want to have like perfect strategy, or like your perfect strat probably is, I mean if it's plausible, a sniper in each vent. Obviously you're probably only gonna have one, so just a sniper in one of these vents / radios, like just really watching the small doors, and then your other main guy, or you can have two, but I call him like the floater, is pretty much standing somewhere around here, and he's just making sure that no one comes up the vents or no one pushes on small door too much. And then you can have even another guy being a floater, and he can just be waiting in the drop down for people to come up the ramps, just checking for their feet and stuff like that. So that's just like, and obviously you can, if you're not playing with your team, the people on your team, the randoms on your team, might be a little bit not as disciplined, so they might just be going around the map making call-outs while they're like red 2 and stuff, and they might be bitching at you like, oh, you're in the radio, but like you're just set up like waiting for someone to break your setup. Like technically, if you're playing TS right there and you have that setup, rockets come up, so you guys have now the high spot on rockets, and then sniper comes up, you still have this guy, you can drop down a sniper and a great view of it, like you can go catwalk. So, and that's like the biggest part is the power weapons, like you can, and then also like your positioning obviously. And besides, so pretty much the biggest two staples are the radio guys, and then the other two guys you can mess around with. Like you can put them, in this little corner, you can put them on this little corner, you can put them in the small door corner, literally anywhere, just to use it as a bait and switch type of deal, and but you also want to be able to help each other out. So don't be afraid to like literally choreograph like your main strats at all times.
Eric, I don't just like you were at the wall here. I don't know if it's a lag thing, but your gun was going through.
Oh yeah, that's because you're looking at it. What you need to do is you can't look. You gotta like look away from it. Like if I'm looking right here, yeah, it's gonna go through it, but you need to just like that, and you'll be fine. But other than that, by the way, there's like no illegal spots apparently in MLG, or KC. As KC confirmed it, he said, unless something's brought to his attention, there's no illegal spots. So something like this, if like you have jetpack, it's really not a bad idea to come up here, and if you come off to the lip, it doesn't make you die. So that's not a bad spot to hang out at if like you are the guy distracting, and you can just keep checking your left and right. God, man, my